We also want to add, for purposes of this application, this is contained, I believe, in the affidavit of my clients, is of course to point out to the issue. But the Honorable, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, by a letter dated 23rd of October 2024, did file a complaint against all your lordships, and this complaint was acknowledged by the Judicial Service Commission that it has been received. Then there is an issue that required disclosure. According to the petitioners, I wasn't even aware of this, I saw it today. According to the petitioners, is that there is a very close relationship between one of your lordships, the Honorable Judge Murima, and the Speaker of the National Assembly, who is the Speaker of the Senate, who is a member of here. That close relationship, according to the petitioners, is one that ought to have been disclosed so that parties could be able to make up their mind that are you comfortable? And we do that every day. I've actually not proceeded in a number of matters for some of the judges who are my classmates, saying, Kibe was this, we were close, we were friends, are you comfortable? That question ought to have been raised. That issue was not raised, and as a result of that issues not having been raised, and now having come to public notice, the petitioners are of the view that it would not be proper to be able to proceed in this matter. My Lord, in conclusion, what I would like to add...
Before my learned friend concludes, I want you to be added another minute. Could he please, to assist us to respond, set out the nature of that relationship and where it is expounded in the affidavit?
Well, my Lord, I thought that can actually come during the response, as I say.
The duty, the burden of establishing facts is on the person pleading the facts. So we want to know that relationship so that we can respond to it.
Yes, my Lord. I have no problem whatsoever. There is a written affidavit. My Lord, in paragraph 6 of the supplementary affidavit, it reads as follows: whereas I was not aware about the relationship between the Honorable Justice Murima, who is among the three judges handling this matter, and the fourth respondent, that is Kingi, it has been brought to my attention that the Honorable Judge and the fourth respondent, Speaker of the Senate, are very close friends, as demonstrated as here under. One, the respondent attended the wedding ceremony of the judge and they took a photograph with him. Number two, in a post on social media, he indicated...
May I please, Your Lordship?
I thought I should finish.
May I say something? May I say something?
Yes.
The position that my learned friend, Mr. Kibe, had taken, in my humble submission, was most appropriate. We are not here to destroy professions. Disclosing some of the details may not be the right thing at all. I think one should make a reference in a tactical manner, which your lordships will be able to appreciate of what is going on. I would respectfully say to you that this is an area where we have also to protect the judiciary, the judges and the magistrates, the judicial officers. I'm not very sure that we should have an in-depth account of what really one is complaining of.
Let me explain that, my Lord. There is a new affidavit that has just come online that contains some of these allegations. It wasn't there before, and that's why we sought. Now, you may proceed.
My Lord, I think I agree with Dr. Kaminwa that unless, because as I said, I am not the source of any of this information or something that came to my knowledge, that I was sticking to what my learned colleague is talking about, unless there is insistence by my learned colleagues. My Lord, I do not see the value of that insistence. I'll follow Dr. Kaminwa's position. It is stated in the affidavit. I will not say anything more on that. The respondents can say we can have a rejoinder when the issue arises. My Lord, and the problem with these issues of somebody not continuing what they are saying is that you keep forgetting the last point. The last point, my Lord, I think that I was making is this. That at the heart of an application for recusal, the authority speaks themselves, the one we have cited. I may not have time to go through them. Is these issues that are considered very important. Number one would be whether, on the basis of the accusation and apprehensions set out, would one party feel that their right to fair trial before an independent, impartial, and fair tribunal be upheld? The petitioners on that score are saying their right under Article 50 to fair hearing, which is absolute, would not be possible in the circumstances of this case. Number two, there is a question of the right to protection of law under our Constitution. That right to protection of law requires that for it to be protected, there must not be any doubt that that protections would be availed if it is deserved in accordance with the law. The petitioners again say they have reasons to believe, as a result of all matters taken into account, that their rights under Article 27 would stand violated. And, my Lord, the final issue, which is most important, my Lord, the final issue, it could not really have been final, but I have to finish. My Lord, the final issue that is critically important for this issue is the old notion, the old principle, that justice must not only be done, but must actually be seen to be done. In the circumstances of this case, it is our submission that apart from the real issues that the petitioners have, whether perceptions, whether substantial issues, the petitioners are saying that, Your Lordships, they are unable to say that at the start of these proceedings, we were confident that these judges are capable of upholding our constitutional rights and to uphold justice equally between us. My Lord, we are most observed. Thank you for letting me conclude substantially on what we set out to do. We are most obliged.
My Lord, before the next speaker goes on, I think there is something we are doing and it is not fair to the court. Because my learned friend was challenged by Professor Miguel to tell you what is the specific thing. Then they take the posture, assisted by the senior, that we don't want to go there. You cannot eat your cake. The reason they don't want to go there, my Lord, is because it is frivolous. Now, the misfortune we have is this. The world is watching these proceedings. They said we don't want to go there. And the typical person watching things, there is something very serious about the integrity of the court that they have raised. When, as a matter of fact, going by the list yet began is that the judge attended the wedding. The judge went to a restaurant. In one of the applications, they said the judge went to some